Hey guys, this is part 3. Sorry, in part 2 I was using my husband's phone and it got overheated and it completely crapped out. And so I'm so sorry. I was right in the middle of Kristen's reading, and so I'm going to start over. And I just thought I'd put my face in front of the camera so you guys can see me. It's been a while since I've been on camera, so I'm like, ah. Okay, Kristen, so basically you are part of, you're identifying as like demisexual, and you were wondering about the situation with you and your friend, and the cards that I just pulled were saying that you and your friend, you're wondering if it's like romantic between you guys, and I'm seeing that, yeah, there's a really strong soulmate energy there, and that might be why you've been kind of mistaking this for being romantic, but I see that it's not. And I feel like this person has a lot of love and has a lot of respect for you. And there's like this honeymoon energy that I pulled that was saying like you guys kind of have this flirting that's been going on lately, and like there's been this holiday and there's like this new infusion of energy with you guys, but I don't really see it going anywhere. You guys are soulmates. There is a connection here. Um, and and I think you've been wondering like, should I say something about how I feel, but I just don't know if it's going to go anywhere. I just see that this is a strong soulmate connection. You might be feeling like there's something here, and in a way there kind of is. I just don't know if this is your person. um, this is also saying, stay optimistic about your love life. So definitely stay optimistic, and positive thinking and faith is going to bring you romance. Okay, so next you're a little bit worried because you're like, if I date people that are the same gender as me, you're worried about like, what if you don't marry someone who's the same gender as you? Or what if like something goes down here, and how is that going to be? And so I'm just going to look and I want to see, is your future partner the same sex as you or not? I do see you dating some women in the future. It's possible your future partner is a woman. I'm seeing this like intuition card. It's definitely a female card. And I feel like you're going to be kind of on your own path for a little longer, trying to figure this out, trying to figure yourself out. And I feel like you might never fully figure it out. You might not fully figure out like what side you're on, because I feel like, this sexuality can be a very fluid thing. And for me, I basically realized like, I don't know, like sometimes just fall in love with the person. Doesn't matter if they're male or they're female or they're a they or whatever. Like I have fallen in love with all different types of people throughout my life, and I feel like you're kind of on that, like you said, you're kind of demi, like you're on that side of the spectrum where it doesn't really matter if they're male or female, it's really just about the person. And so that's what they're saying, just focus on the person, open your heart. I don't think you're going to receive a lot of judgment if you don't end up with a male eventually. It might be, a little confusing for some people around you when you kind of first come out of the closet, or when you end up in a relationship with a female and you want that person to meet the friends and the family, but I think you have some supportive friends and family around you who will celebrate you no matter what. And you'll be really surprised how many people are open to this and how many people are accepting. I don't think you should let society or anybody get in the way of who you love, because love is stronger than that oppression. Love is stronger than, all that crap out there. And this is saying that, yeah, there is a woman who is coming into your life, and open yourself up to explore this. And there's many other people out there who will understand. I think people who are in this community, the woman that you'll probably end up dating, like she'll understand what it's like trying to figure this out and feeling kind of nervous or insecure. So if you're putting yourself on a dating profile, why not say that you're also attracted to women and see what happens? And if somebody like who is a woman is kind of cute and flirting with you, why not smile and flirt back? They're saying you have to have the willingness, to have the courage to follow your heart, to explore this side of you, and to be honest, to be honest about where your feelings really lie, and what you're really attracted to, and have patience, because I don't see this woman coming into your life right away. And it will be a healing process. I think you have the chance to open the hearts and open the minds of friends and family members who are around you who may not understand this. I think everyone will grow through this process. And, you know, sadly enough, there will be some people who don't understand or who don't, you know, have the same view as you on this. But those are people you don't want in your life. If they can't accept who you are and who you love, then those are people you don't want in your life, even if it's friends or family. And that's what's happened to me in my life because of some of the choices I've made, not even in love, but in other areas of my life. For instance, for doing tarot, there's some people in my life who don't support it and who think I'm just like trying to scam people, or that, like, I don't know, just like all those things you hear about psychics, or that I'm like crazy or something, or this or that. There's people who think all sorts of things and judge me for doing this or for doing other things that I do. There's always going to be people who judge you for the choices that you make. And eventually you just realize you can't allow yourself to suffer because of the opinions of other people. You know, if you love someone, there's nothing and there's no one that can tear you apart from them. So whether it's, you know, man or woman or they, whatever end of the spectrum, whoever it is that you date is on, it doesn't matter. It's the heart that counts. It's their love that counts. And so open yourself up. I do see you dating some women. I see some women on your path. I really do. Doesn't mean, I also saw a man, and so I do think there will be a man as well, but the message really is to have the strength to open yourself up to dating women if that's what you feel like you're called to. And as far as your friend goes, I think that's just someone that's going to be like supporting you in your life. It's somebody that's a soulmate, and they're saying it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So I hope that this reading helps you. Thank you so much for supporting my cause, and we're going to move on. Oh, what's my name? My name is Promise. My I guess it's kind of just as crazy as my handle, Rainbow Harmony, but my birth name is Promise. And you can call me Promise, or you can call me Rainbow. I love it when I meet followers in real life and they call me Rainbow. It's kind of hilarious. So yeah, that is my name. Somebody asked what my name was, so it's Promise. And I promise you, I will read your cards and I will tell you the truth. So, who is next? Do I have any openings left? Okay, so just so you guys know, I don't know, is this coming out backwards? I think it's backwards. Basically, no, it's good. To me, it looks backwards. So I still have spots open. I have 2 spots left, okay? So if you want to participate and you want to ask me a question, all you have to do is send $11 plus 11 cents, $11, 11.11, and your question to paypal.me/rainbowharmony. You just type that into the search bar, and then you comment below to find out what number in line you are. And if you have any problems like purchasing, or you need any help or any assistance, just write below, and my assistant John, I'll show you guys John. My assistant John is over here and he will help answer your questions. Okay, I have 1 spot left. Someone just bought one of them, so 1 more left, you guys. 1 more spot left. Anyone interested? And no, this is not only for today. I will be going live 1 more time tomorrow around the same time, around 7 or 8 p.m. Italy time, which is GMT +1, around 10 a.m. California time, around 1 p.m. New York time tomorrow, Sunday. And that is the last time I'll be doing this for like the next 3 weeks, okay? And I'm doing this to raise money to support the sustainable fashion community in Tbilisi, Georgia. And I've already raised over $400. My goal is to raise $600. And In Tbilisi, $600 is more like $1,000 because of like the exchange rate, and so that a little bit actually goes a long way over there to help me, um, donate my causes to help the fashion community. So thank you guys. Who's next, John? Dahlia? Oh, thank you so much, Dahlia, for purchasing another question. I really, really appreciate your support. Like I said, every little bit goes a long way.
What will my career path entail in 2019? I'm pulled in many directions when it comes to the mediums I express myself in, mainly writing, acting, music, but I want to hone in on one
Okay.
this year.
Okay, so Dahlia, you've been doing like writing, acting, music, and you want to know like what path should you really hone in on and take in 2019, and how is that going to expand for you? So we're gonna pull from my creative deck, my artistic deck. Writing, music. Just give me a second, I'm just tapping in. Okay, so I actually think acting is coming up. Specifically filmmaking. My writing is absolutely horrible, you guys. I don't know if you can even read that, but this is what came out for you, is filmmaking, video and photography. So 2019 is a year for you to really be behind the camera, to find people who will shoot you, who will be able to help engage with you, people that you can be creative with. So I think it's about finding a group of people that you can connect with. And the easiest way is to get your social media going. When I first moved to LA, I was trying to go out so what I had to do was get myself up on Instagram and post that I was a fashion stylist, and I had to like find some clothes and like some people who would model and like take pictures and like get that going. And I searched the hashtags. I was looking for photographers, so hashtag LA photographer, hashtag LA makeup artist. And so that's kind of how I did it. I searched the hashtags. I found other people that were doing kind of what I wanted to do, who had similar taste as me, and I added them. I started liking their pictures and commenting and like forming a relationship. And then I slid into those DMs and I asked these people, hey, you want to meet up and grab coffee? Do you want to do this, project with me? And I feel like that's where you're at. I feel like the acting is one of the biggest things for you, but there's a message about you getting to know yourself more on the other side of the camera and getting your social media going. Whatever it is you end up doing creatively, if you want to turn this into a career path, whether it's writing, it's acting, or it's anything else, I feel like you've got to figure out your social media. You've got to get a presence out there that will help you to meet other people. Because if you want to meet other people, the first thing they're going to ask is like, oh, cool, like, where can I follow you? Like, where can I see your work? And if you don't have a body of work, if you don't have any examples, that could keep you from making that connection or from getting that opportunity or from getting that job. So I feel like for you, it really is about building your portfolio with acting. So volunteering to be in student films is one of the best ways. I have a couple, coming from LA, I have a lot of friends who are actually actors, and I watch some of these people build their careers and actually end up like in TV shows and in movies. And what they all did to start was, first of all, they did, even if they didn't model, they got used to modeling and like taking pictures so that they could let people see what they look like and what their energy is like behind the camera. So they just had people take pictures of them and just started building their social media and put at the top of it that they were an actor. And then I saw a lot of them working and doing student films and, just doing it for free, and some of these friends of mine, they had like a job or they worked at a coffee shop or they were like an assistant somewhere, and then in their free time they were donating all of their time to work for free to get exposure so they could put little clips on their Instagram, so they could get a reel on their website. And so I feel like, offering your work for free. If you like the theater, then definitely join a community theater company and do as many shows as you can to get that on your resume. Volunteer behind the scenes if you need to, and also take acting classes. And some people I know that are actually actors and in movies, and in TV shows and on Netflix shows and stuff like that still take acting classes and go to like an acting group. And so I feel like that is a good message for you. I feel like you have a gift with that. And let's go ahead and pull some cards for my Wildwood deck. Yeah, they're saying it's all about you getting in a group of people. It's more about the connections. In the art world, it's all about who you know. And so you have an amazing tool now with social media. Back in the day, you had to go to like the right school, or you had to be in the right place, or you had to like rub shoulders with the right people. But now you have instant access to these people because of social media. You can build up a platform and make yourself appealing and showcase your body of work and be able to connect with other people. And so that's what this message is for you. You know, perhaps joining the theater or volunteering for student films, you know, getting your social media together, DMing people, putting together projects of your own, creating opportunities. And they're saying, yes, this is the way for you to move forward, because you feel like you've just been kind of going in circles. You don't know how to get through this door. Collaboration is the next thing for you. And if there aren't any opportunities, create them for yourself. When I was trying to get work as a fashion stylist, I didn't have anywhere to publish my work. And so I made my own fashion magazine, and I found other people on the internet that wanted to like edit the stories, or that wanted to take pictures for it, or wanted to creative direct it or whatever. And so for a couple years I did fashion magazines and I made my own, and it was pretty cool. And so, you know, maybe you can make your own film and find some people to be a part of it, or make your own play or something. And so I definitely believe that you can do this. And if you need to raise money to take the acting classes, or to rent out the stage for the play that you guys do, or to get the equipment, you know, then get a job, get 2 jobs, get 3 jobs, whatever you got to do. Hustle and grind and make this a reality. So I think you're going to do really great. I think the writing is going to come naturally, and everything else is, you're going to have a chance for that. But they're saying you have an opportunity here with the acting. And so photography, filmmaking is going to be big for you in 2019. So I hope that that resonates. And yeah, who's next, John?
You're full on spot.
Okay, I'm full now. Just want you guys, anybody who just joined, submissions are closed. Thank you guys so much. That's so awesome. So yay, submissions are closed. I'm just gonna finish up the last couple people and then we are done for today.
Sanjana.
Who is next?
Sanjana.
Who?
Sanjana.
Okay, Sanjana is next.
You did a love reading for me a while back, and I just wanted an update on that for 2019. I don't know if my connection with this person I asked about has shifted, or if there will be someone new coming in soon.
Okay.
Honestly, more than anything, I'd love for my career to take off this next year. And I feel like I've been focusing on this so much that it's taking over my thoughts.
Okay.
So I just want to see if you had anything.
All right. All right, so I just heard your question from John. You've done a love reading with me before. Thank you so much for your support on that, by the way. And you just want to know if anything's shifting in the energy with this person. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to look into the current energy between you and this love interest, and then I'm going to see what energy is coming in, and we'll pull a couple of quick cards about your career. This was supposed to be like a 1-question reading, but I'll pull a couple quick cards about your career. I'm going to be focusing more on your love life. So what is the current energy? I've got my Doreen Virtue deck here. What is the current energy between you and this person? Okay, so here's what I'm seeing. You guys are currently in separation. Like, there hasn't been a lot coming through from this person, and you might be wondering, like, should I reach out? Should I do something? Well, I'm seeing the make the effort card reversed. It could also mean this person really isn't making the effort right now. And also, it's also reminding you not to chase this person, because I really believe if somebody wants to pursue you, and if somebody wants to reach out, they will. And I will pull cards sometimes and I'll see, you know what, yeah, this person has feelings for you. And then I'll look into their personal life and I'll see, like, you know what, there's something here, but they're just not in a position to pursue you. So sometimes that kind of happens. Other times it's just that the person isn't going to pursue you. And I do kind of get the feeling that there's a new love coming into the situation. So there's a third party coming into the situation. So this might be, there might be somebody new coming in your life, kind of out of nowhere, another soulmate you're going to be connecting with, or there's somebody new that is coming in their life, or they've been with another person and you're just kind of waiting for that to blow over. And so there is kind of a third party situation going on. There is this beautiful card coming out though that's telling you to trust, and it says the situation is calling for you to have faith. And I do feel like no matter what happens here, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I do feel like you're going to be in a committed relationship in 2019. I really need to look and see what's going on here, if it's going to be with this person or not, because there is this kind of interesting new love card here that's making me think that, are you going into a relationship with a new person? Sorry, I got like lip gloss on my chin. So this is saying this whole situation's kind of making you close your heart to love, because you're very focused on this person and it hasn't been working out and you're really pining after them and it's just been a hard time. So I completely understand. It's just like there's been this separation and it's been hard for you. So let's go ahead and see what the energy is coming in. Like if there's a shift here with you guys, will there be a shift here with this energy? Yes, I do see a shift. Okay, and I remember you now. I'm like tapping into this person and this energy, and like I remember, this feels familiar. This other person, the person you're into, they have some kind of codependent entanglement with another person, and I feel like that's what that new love card was about. They're being distracted by someone else. Okay, I know that's hard and it can kind of make you feel like it's personal and like, why aren't they choosing me? And I don't feel like it's about that. I feel like this other person that they're engaging with, it was kind of meant to be for them. They're a karmic relationship, and there's certain like lessons that they're supposed to learn together. And so you want to be thankful for that person being in their life, because they're going to make them a better mate for you. And then I do see that there is chemistry here still between you guys. It just might not be the right time. It says there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So this means if you kind of go over here and do your thing, they're naturally going to be attracted back to you. And so that would be my message for you, is to pull away and let them feel that pull. Let them miss you. Let them feel that absence of your energy and of your thought, because I think that this will help guide them back to you in the right time. You guys are going to have a chance to get to know each other again and like to kind of honestly discuss your feelings and what you guys have kind of been through during this time of separation. And then there's this passion card here talking about you guys hooking up, you guys like connecting, you guys getting to express your love to each other and like coming together and starting over and having like a new connection, like this honeymoon. It's the holidays. You might see them during this time, but I just don't know if they're really available right now. So, and then here's your finances and career card. It could very well be that you need to focus on this area of your life and get it moving forward to kind of help anchor down and clear this energy. The finances are connected to your root chakra, and the energy of this connection is also kind of in your root chakra as well. So I feel like if you clear up this energy in your finances and career, it'll help make you feel stronger, more confident, and open up your energy to receive this person. And honestly, just think about it logically. If this person was to come into your life right now and return your affection, it would be amazing. But it would also be really distracting, and you'd probably be worried about your finances and career and like trying to put out fires while you're going off with this person, and it would be stressful. Like, what if you took care of this area of your life and you got back on track, and then this person and you guys like reconciled and had this union? It would be great, because then you could put your full attention to that. You could focus on that and you wouldn't have to worry about this other area of your life. So everything really is happening in divine timing. Let's get you a timeline on when you guys will be reconciling. I'm gonna say closer to summer, okay? I know that might be hard to hear. This is talking about a celebration, a union, love, happiness, joy, and affection. And this is the Ten of Hearts, very positive card for you. And it's also talking about like August, maybe September, actually, more towards September. And so I feel like you guys might flirt. I think they are preoccupied with this karmic relationship. That's gonna blow over. They'll have some time to recover from it. And I feel like you guys will naturally be drawn back to each other, but it's just gonna take some time. And meanwhile, 2019 is your year to really be that fiery, passionate person that you are, and to take charge and to take initiative in your career. I really was only supposed to answer one question, but I will just quickly tell you with your career to think back to your childhood and to the things that you were naturally gifted and talented at. Like, what did people tell you when you were little that you were really good at? What did you naturally gravitate towards? Whenever you procrastinate and you're supposed to be working or you're supposed to be doing something, what do you naturally turn towards? I remember back when I used to have like a desk job, sometimes when my boss wasn't looking, I would go on the internet and I would go onto style.com and I would like click through like all of the collections. And I used to ditch class when I was in high school. Sometimes I was bad. And one room that had computers, and I would go on the fashion websites and I would just look at fashion. And fast forward 10, 15 something years, and now I'm doing fashion styling and as my career, and I absolutely love it. And I just think it's funny, like sometimes the things that you do when you're procrastinating, that's what you're supposed to be doing with your life. Like what you absolutely enjoy spending your time on is what you're supposed to do. And maybe for you, it's going outside and just, you know, being out in the wind and with the flowers and the trees. And maybe you're supposed to be working outdoors or, you know, having a job where you can travel, or, you know, just start thinking more about what kind of lifestyle that you want to have too. And so let's just pull you a quick little card of like a direction to go in for your career. This is funny. Working outdoors is coming out. It says land-based working outdoors. And then high-end sales and like advertising could also be part of this in a way. And so really think about this. This could be a point in the right direction. I hope that resonates with you. Usually my career and my talents and gifts reading is a reading that takes 30 to 35 minutes to really tap into the energy. So this was very, very basic. So if you want a talents and gifts reading, hit me up. And since you participated in this chat and you already paid $11.11, I can give you a little discount. Just email me and be like, hey, I want a talents and gifts reading. I did one of your 11/11 readings. Do you mind if I get a discount? And I'll send you a discount code, and you can type it in and get a little bit off of one of my readings on my site. So I suggest a basic reading. You know, in 25-30 minutes, I could probably get you a full picture of your talents and gifts, but I also have some free readings. John, can you drop the link below to my artistic gifts pick a card reading? I really want you guys to be able to get as much as you can for free. So check my pick a card readings as well. And also check your heart. All the answers are inside of you. Remember that too. There's a meditation I did called Advice from Your Spirit Guide. And it's like a 15-minute meditation. Can you drop the link for that too? Sorry, I know I'm being like demanding right now. Okay, well when you get a chance, drop the link for my artistic gifts pick a card reading, and also drop the link for my spirit guide meditation. Anyways, this meditation is legit, and you can go down and you can ask your spirit guide, like, what's my purpose? Like, what's my next step? Or what are my gifts? Or like, what am I supposed to do for my career? And it's a very profound meditation that gets you like legit answers, and I do it all the time, and it's free. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna drink my tea, and John's gonna let me know who's next. Joy. Okay, so Joy is next. Okay, so what's gonna happen in 2019 for you, Joy. There it is. I'm going to be using my Enchanted Tarot for you. So what's happening for Joy in 2019? Okay, so you, Joy, you are in a big transition right now when it comes to like your material wealth and your finances and like your possessions, like getting like a stable place to live. Like I feel like there's an issue with transportation, maybe getting like a new car or something like that. I feel like getting like just things you've been neglecting, like maybe you need like a nice strong sturdy pair of boots, you know, or new shoes or a nice new coat. Or I feel like this is going to be something that you're going to be able to provide for yourself in 2019, is like having your material needs met. And something you want to realize is that you are worthy of this. I feel like maybe you've struggled with this throughout your life, or perhaps you were raised with kind of like a lack mentality, or people around you have struggled. I'm seeing this message that you're worthy, and just look outside at like the birds. I like to watch the birds. I used to have a bird. It was so cute. And I used to, you know, kind of watch this bird and like realize like, wow, like it really has everything that it needs. Like if you look outside, you'll see the birds have little toys to play with. Like they're always playing with twigs, and they have feathers to keep them warm, and they always seem to find food, and they have friends and company, and they have a place to sleep. And it's just fascinating to see how like every life form on this planet is truly provided for. And of course we hear horrible stories about people that are, you know, suffering in poverty and stuff like that. But if you go talk to those people that are in poverty, they won't even know it. They'll literally be like, I've got somewhere to sleep. Like I've got, you know, I had a piece of bread today. Like I'm good. Like everybody does have what they need and has the opportunity to get what they need. And the universe finds miraculous ways to like align things so that you can get what you need, and so that you can be provided for. And so I think that's, you know, for you, it's like trusting that all your needs are going to be met. And this is going to be a year for you where you're going to be able to meet some of those needs. Maybe like you haven't purchased a new mattress in a while and your back's been hurting or something. You're going to get that mattress, you know, you're going to get the new car. You're going to get these new material items that you need. You're going to be replacing things in your wardrobe. You're going to be getting new shoes. You're going to be taking care of, you know, your physical body. Maybe you're getting facials and getting your hair done, and just like, it's kind of like new year, new you, and it has a lot to do with your material life. And they're saying you're in a transition right now. Your future is going to be very wealthy and very abundant. And I feel like, you know, some kind of creative project you're doing, or whatever line of business you're in, is going to take off in the next 6 years. And, you know, over the next 6 years. And so right now you're just kind of on this like wave of transition. It's been kind of like a bumpy road. You have a couple more waves of transition to pass, and it's all smooth sailing from there. This is the storm that is coming before the rainbow. And so, Rainbow Harmony in 2019. This is also talking about finding your independence. I see 2 men in your life. One might be like a boyfriend, one might be a father figure. These might be people that you've been going to for like financial support or for help or something. And I see that you're not going to be as dependent on that moving forward. This is talking about being fulfilled in love in 2019. And so I see you, if you're in a relationship, you know, you're going to find fulfillment. You might even take the next step, whether that's getting engaged or moving in together or purchasing a property or something together. I do see like fulfillment and things going to the next level. If you're not with this person yet, you might be with them soon, because there's this message of like something new coming in your love life in the next 4 months. So that could be like a new partner in the beginning of something new, and that fulfillment in your love life. So this is also talking about you receiving some kind of job offer. It could be through your email. Someone could email you and be like, hey, there's this big offer, and it might have to do with you traveling somewhere. This could also be you applying for new jobs and looking online, and because I see you online, I see you finding some opportunity, and so this could be you applying for a big job, and this butterfly is like this new beginning, and it stands for your angels like kind of aligning this for you. This is reminding you that you have a lot to offer. There's a new business idea that is really, really close for you to be developing soon. They're saying be open. 2019 is going to mark this new business idea. This is the Princess of Pentacles talking about a business idea. And so you need to be open to running your business in like a little bit of a different way. Like you need to kind of pivot and try something different. I do feel like it has to do with you joining some type of workplace. And I feel like overall you want to be your own boss. You want to be an entrepreneur. Maybe you want to freelance. And I think that's great, but I do see you joining some group of people and maybe like a production crew or something, or maybe like an office job or something, but in like a rate, getting the connection, you're making the connections you need to make that's going to help you with your individual business in the future, if that makes sense. And yeah, this is an offer of love. This is somebody with a proposal or an offer of love coming into your life in 2019, which is like probably going to be the highlight of 2019 for you. And this is you. I feel like you want to have a dream home. You have this big idea and this big dream of where you see yourself living, like this beautiful place outdoors, like there's animals, and I feel like you just feel like you haven't found your home yet. And I feel this energy of confusion because you haven't found your home and you don't know if you should stay or if you should go, and it's like you're bouncing back and forth between like these different places, and but I see you being able to get on your own 2 feet this year in 2019 and like feel more independent in yourself. And yeah, I hope that resonates with you. That's what I see for you in 2019. The energy is really beautiful, and I just feel like material success is going to be the biggest thing for you in 2019. It's very positive, and it's this beautiful energy of your needs being met. So happy 2019, and thank you so much for supporting my cause. So how many people do we have left, John? Just so I know.
Yeah, and I think Anna might have just shown up. I'm not sure.
Oh, Anna? Hi, Anna. Are you here? Let us know, because we want to know what your question is. If you're here, Anna, just write in a comment below, hi, it's me, Anna, and then type your question. And yeah, just let me know who's next.
Daisy?
Okay, Daisy. All right, Daisy's next.
That's what I thought. Yeah, it is her. It's the same last name. That's Anna.
Okay, well, write Anna, and yeah.
Why is there still an energy connection for so long with this person? How do I let go without being in communication?
Okay, here we go, Daisy. This is a good question. You're asking, still an energy connection between me and this person after so long, and how do I let go of this person if we're not in communication? So, good question. This is very interesting. So first of all, you're not crazy for like feeling this connection with this person. I don't really think it was one-sided to begin with. This person definitely flirted with you, okay? They definitely like gave you some like vibes, and so you picked up on that and you fell for them. And so they flirted with you, they flirted hard, and I feel like they were like pursuing you at one point, and then they just kind of like went in a different direction. And so that's what's kind of confusing about the whole situation is, yeah, there was something there for sure. Also, you guys are soulmates, okay? So whether or not your soulmate becomes your life partner, you're still going to experience personal lessons and growth as a result. Soulmates incarnate for the purpose of coming together to learn mutual lessons. And so this person did have a soul contract with you. It wasn't like an accident that they came in your life. Like, you guys had a beautiful connection and you learned a lot from it. And you're growing through this experience of learning, like, you know, how do I let go? So maybe that's the lesson you're learning, is like how to let go in love and in light. Like, maybe it's teaching you how to surrender. And so surrendering doesn't mean that you give up. It means that you give in to the infinite possibilities. And so it teaches you to kind of just let go, let God, and to believe that anything could happen here. You know, you put this person in of being infinite possibilities of who you could end up with. And so maybe this person is married or is in a relationship with someone else and it's like really serious, and so that's why you haven't heard from them, you're not in communication. So you're at this point where you're like, I just can't wait for them anymore. I'm probably supposed to let go of them, and you're feeling like you should retreat. Now, what I do want to tell you is that take the path of least resistance. If you feel like letting go of this person is hard and you don't want to, then don't. You know, you don't have to let go of them. It's okay if you still have feelings for them and that you still have a connection with them. But at the same time, you don't want to shut yourself off to having experiences with anyone else in love, because you do have other soulmates that are out there. And you also don't want this to consume you to the point to where it makes you feel super depressed, where you can't like enjoy your life. And I've been there before. I call that being like lovesick. Has anyone else ever experienced that, where you feel lovesick and you're just like hopelessly in love with someone and you're not in communication, or they don't return the feeling, or they're with somebody else, and you just feel like, well, what the hell do I do now? Like, and you're just sad all the time, and you think about them, and you're like lurking them, and you're just like crying and stuff. Anyone else been there? I've been there. So I feel like this is a message to you of maybe learning how to speak your truth. And so here's what you can do to help cut these cords. I would suggest that you lay down and you relax and you put on some calming music and you take deep breaths, close your eyes, and go into a meditative state. And you don't have to worry about doing this perfectly or like clearing your mind perfect. I have ADHD. I can never really clear my mind all the way. I just kind of do my best when I try to meditate. And so you're gonna envision that you're walking on a beautiful beach and that you feel beautiful, you look amazing, you have great energy, and you're so relaxed, and you want to imagine like the waves and you know, the clouds and the wind blowing through the trees and the birds and dolphins and little crabs scurrying on the beach. Like, just really feel that you're there and like really engage your senses. Smell the sea salt air, feel the air brushing, you know, past your face and, you know, blowing your hair around, and feel the sand underneath your feet, and, you know, hear the waves of the ocean senses. And then you're going to imagine this person that you feel this strong connection with walking towards you on this beach. And finally, you guys are face to face and you guys, you know, embrace and hug each other. And then, you know, you sit down and watch the waves, and then you imagine that this person is open to receive and to listen to you and isn't going to judge you, and, you know, is going to accept whatever you say. And then in your meditation, you're going to speak to this person and you're going to tell them exactly how you feel. Tell them how much you love them and how much you care about them, and how hard it's been that you guys haven't spoken, and how it's affected you, and like how sad you've been, and just like, you know, you wish that they would talk to you and all the stuff, you know, and, you know, tell them everything you need to say. Like, get it out of your mind, you know, get it out of your heart. And, you know, talk to them and say, it was confusing because you flirted with me and then you ghosted me, or like whatever, you know, and tell them exactly how you feel. And then once you're done and you feel like you've truly expressed everything you needed to say, you're going to say something to the effect of, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, I love you, I am free and you are free. And you might even say something like, I'm no longer going to carry any guilt or any shame or any anger or any blame or any sadness or depression related to this connection. You know, I now infuse this connection only with love and light. And when I think of you, I choose to think kind, loving thoughts and to send you love and light. And then you're going to imagine yourself cutting away any cords, any chains, any webs of like lower negative and unwanted energy connected to you and this person until the only thing that is left is love and pure divine light. And the whole scene lights out, and you know, this person is lifted away by the angels or whatever. And then you walk back, you know, on this beautiful beach, and you take deep breaths and you feel alive, you feel happy, you feel free, and then you float back down into your body, you know, take some deep breaths, and then, you know, you sit up and you just kind of wipe away the energy, let it go outside or pet your dog or drink a cup of tea, and just decide from now on, I'm going to think only loving thoughts when I think about this person. I'm not going to focus on the lack anymore. I'm not going to focus on why we're not together. I'm going to focus on the present and what's in front of me, because the present is a gift. That's why it's called the present, and that's what's the most important thing, is me and my life and my purpose and my mission and what's here right now. And if it's meant to be with this person, I trust the universe and the divine to bring that to me at the right time. And if it's not meant to be, I know that I met this person for a reason and that they're teaching me lessons, and I'm thankful that I got to connect with them in any way and for the beautiful time we had together. And you know, in life, nothing is forever. There's, you know, everything's always expanding, everything's always growing, everything's always changing, ebbing and flowing. And when you learn to accept the transient nature of life, and you learn to accept death and loss, it's when you come to peace. And so you will probably still feel sad about it sometimes and depressed, and that's okay. Allow that. Allow yourself to cry or be sad or be depressed sometimes, but you got to ask yourself, am I ruminating on this? Is this becoming unhealthy? Is this becoming kind of like an obsession? Like, is this energy getting toxic? And that's when you want to like do these energy clearings. And it's very powerful because your mind and your brain does not know the difference between like a really vivid imagination or like a vivid dream and like reality. And so that's why meditation is so powerful, is because you can rewire your brain with it, you know. So this is about you reprogramming yourself towards love and towards light and towards wholeness, versus towards the sadness and the lack of, they're not here, this isn't happening, I'm sad, why can't I let them go? And you know, this is getting you present in your body so you can really enjoy your experience and be open to what wants to flow towards you. And sometimes I guide people through healings like this. I do personal coaching, by the way. And I also have a lot of free meditations and stuff like that up on my channel if you're interested. But sometimes I actually see a shift where people will do these exercises and get back in the present, and then the person will call them and and they'll hook up or something, you know, they'll get together. Sometimes, not always, that can happen, because whatever you focus on grows. And if you're focusing on the lack of this connection, sometimes you get more of that. Sometimes it can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. I also do believe, though, whatever's meant to be is meant to be. If it's not meant to be with you and this person, then you know, the doors will keep shutting. But eventually someone will come into your life that you can connect with, and it might not be until then that you're really able to let this go. I've been telling a lot of people that lately, like, do your best, try to get in the present. Eventually you'll meet somebody else, and you know, you'll kind of be able to look back in retrospect and see what this connection meant to you, and like kind of be able to value it more for like the time and like the way that it came in your life. So anyways, I hope that helps anyone else who's listening, who's in this situation. And yeah, we're gonna move on to the next person. So whew. Who's next?
Salome?
Who is it?
Salome?
Okay, so Salome, you're next.
2019. Love / general.
Okay. We're getting low on battery over here. I just plugged my phone in again. Okay, so love.
/ general for 2019.
Okay. So, Salome, you'd like love / general reading for 2019. So let's just go ahead and pull you some cards. Okay, your love message is kind of complicated. I was just like, whoa. Okay, so first of all, they're saying when it comes to your love life in 2019, just go with the flow and let everything happen naturally. I'm about to kind of open up the future a little bit and tell you what's coming just so you can kind of be aware. But the first thing I'm seeing is let your friends help you. This year, really focus on developing your social group and your friends group, because I see that you're going to be needing them for support a lot because there's some stuff that's going to be going down in your love life. It's ultimately going to be positive. I see a lot of clearance, and I do see you like connecting with somebody who's like the one and moving forward with that. So that's going to be exciting. But they're saying connect with friends and make sure you have a healthy group of friends, because that will also help make your relationship stronger. If you don't really have a lot of friends and then you go into a relationship, what happens is you can get really codependent with your partner, and like you guys only hang out with each other all the time, and then you start fighting a bunch and you don't get a lot of space and you kind of start holding each other back, and it just gets kind of crazy. And so having friends and like having a life away from your partner and having your individuality is part of having a healthy relationship. So while you're kind of navigating this time, make sure you're hanging out with your friends and you're like making new friends and you're making a healthy friends group. This also has a dual message because you often meet somebody in love through your friends or through a group of friends. So they're saying like be open to making new friends because you could meet somebody new through your friends. There's somebody who is coming back in your life in 2019. Somebody that you've dated in the past or you've crushed on in the past or something. It says someone from your past is returning to your life. And I think you guys might date a little while or try to figure it out between you guys. You're going to try to work on this partnership, but I don't know if it's ultimately going to work out. I think you guys are going to heal some of like your core wounds through each other. And then I see like forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present. So I think you guys are gonna like find closure and like be able to move on. And then we see this card, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So you might expect when this person comes back that it's them. And I see a connection here, but I also see somebody new coming in your life. So they're saying trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith because somebody new is coming in, someone you're going to have really strong romantic feelings for. And this person is your true soulmate. This person's the one. So there could be an engagement for you in 2019. I didn't pull the engagement card, but I do feel like you're going to be on that path. I see you married in the next 2 years. Like, I think this is going to happen fast. This person's somebody new, and they show up shortly after this person disappears. And so it's kind of interesting. But yeah, the main thing here is let your friends help you. You're going to be needing your friends for support this year. Now let's go ahead and just pull real quick your general message for 2019. Celebration. There's like something going on with your friends. I feel like one of your friends might announce a pregnancy because there's a message about that. So there's going to be a lot of celebration and probably like baby showers and party happening with your friends this year, maybe even another wedding. And this says you're going to end up really happy in 2019. They're saying don't worry about like who you're going to end up with in love. You're going to be receiving answers to your questions with what's happening like in your life. Just be present. That's why I pulled that card that said allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay, because 2019 really is the year of endings and beginnings because the number 9 is totally what it symbolizes. And so I feel like any karmic connections you have, any unfinished business you have in your love life, you're gonna get the closure on that, and then you're gonna start a new relationship. And so next, I see is gonna get a boost. You're gonna kind of idea to spend your downtime on, like a new hobby that could turn into like a career path for you creatively. So final message for you in 2019, this is fulfillment, specifically in love. So 2019 really is a big year for you in love. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel and for supporting my cause. And I will see you later. What? Oh, okay. So you guys, we're gonna take one more 5-minute break just because one of our phones is dying and we only have one charger and we just need to like charge it real quick. Also, I need to meditate again because I've been doing this for about another hour, and I want to make sure that the rest of you guys that are left get like a really good reading and get like my full attention. So I'm gonna go meditate and like clear my third eye and use the bathroom real quick. John's gonna charge his phone and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. And how many people do we have left? There's 7 people left, so just a couple more people left. Thank you to everyone who's been waiting. Follow me over to part 4 of this live reading session in about a little bit more than 5 minutes. I'll see you guys soon, okay? Peace out.